We are all put on the earth for a reason, on our journey to find our destinies. However, there are so many obstacles that can keep us from reaching our destiny. A common theme I found throughout the stories is underestimation. So often we can depreciate ourselves to allow the views of others or even our own views to belittle us. Epaminondas was highly underestimated by his mother. The first time he had failed to bring home his grandmother's gifts to the house, his mother had thought he was not capable of thinking for himself. Therefore she gave him word-for-word instructions on how to carry his grandma's gifts home. Therefore Epaminondas never used his own judgment, and each time his journey home was still unsuccessful, eventually leading up to the death of an innocent puppy. Had his mother not underestimated Epaminondas' ability to come up with solutions himself, Epaminondas could have reached his destiny for himself without having to kill a puppy. In other stories, we also see characters both underestimating themselves and being underestimated by other characters. In the story of Kanu, each stranger was not welcomed to the village by the rest of the strangers. The villagers did not find any value in the strangers because they were scared of their differences. In the story, Gold Through the Window, the hard-working man underestimated the lazy man and thought that for sure if the lazy man was able to get gold, that he, a hard-working man, should be able to get gold too. Therefore, when all he got was mud, he spread it all over the lazy man's house. The basket weaver in the story, One Without a Story, also underestimated his abilities to tell a story. Unlike Epaminondas, however, each character, when faced with a particular challenge, was able to prove themselves and prove that they were merely underestimated in their abilities. It is difficult to believe when viewing each character as their past underestimated selves that these characters would have such glorious destinies. In Kanu, the strangers were able to outsmart Kanu of the heavens and bring back the daughter of the village. The lazy man had also proved that the hard-working man had underestimated him by piling up mud all around his house. When they pushed and pushed the windows to try to get it open, gold came pouring in. Finally, when the basket maker had returned from being swept up in a whirlwind, he was able to tell the most incredible stories. I also faced a similar situation where it would have been easy to submit to other people's low expectations of me. I was playing in the Montgomery County Regionals Tournament, and I was representing a smaller school in the tennis team. Richard Montgomery High School was not a big name in tennis in comparison to other schools such as Boudin, Whitman, and BCC. I could have easily gotten intimidated. However, being an underdog made me even more driven, and I looked forward to the challenge. I ended up surprising the competition by naming Richard Montgomery the 2012 Girls Singles Regionals Champion. There are so many reasons people can give to deem you unqualified for something. Stephen Jobs was a college dropout. These days, college is labeled as a necessity to be successful. However, Stephen Jobs did not allow not having a college degree to prevent him from reaching his destiny. Jobs created Apple, which has benefited so many people to the point where a world without Apple, Macs, and iPhones is unimaginable. It is evident on all levels of the importance of letting go of the voices that underestimate your abilities. In the face of challenges, it is important to have the mindset that no labels can keep you from reaching a destiny of greatness.